Welcome to Golden Mastermind Seminars Radio with your host, Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffery Combs, Facebook Live here. The process of change. I'm going to go ahead and send a notification to my audience, and then I'm going to go live. So here we go. I'm just doing a skill I learned. So for those of you who don't know that, I'll tell you about it in a moment or so. Good to be here with you on a Tuesday. More Heart Than Talent. Golden Mastermind Seminars Incorporated live Facebook. So good to be here. I'm just putting this in here for myself. Waiting for the call to populate. Breathe, release, and let go in a relaxed body. How are you this afternoon? Jeffery Combs. Good to be here with you on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Almost ready to start the There we go. Good to be here with you on Facebook Live. So a skill set that one of my absolute rock star internet marketer branders taught me. For those you may or may not know this may be old news to you, but when you do a live on Instagram and Facebook, if you send a message to yourself and then if you send a message to if you go down when you come on live and then send a message, I just put I am live and then the @ capital highlight. That will send out notifications that can affect who gets your messages. So if you have been shadow banned and you feel people are not watching your lives, this is what some of the top tier internet marketers who I coach told me. So once again, you go live, then you type a message and you let people know you're live, and then you put the @ capital highlights. And I've been using it lately and it has been attracting, and I've noticed the engagement is a little better. So those of you who are skilled online marketers, this is the world of internet marketing and shadow banning. And the woman that you can follow who absolutely crushes it, she is my client. Her name is Meg Ann, Meganne. And if you go to her Facebook and Instagram pages, her numbers are off the charts. Off the charts on how many people are watching her content. She is controversial, and sometimes she's on this here Facebook Live, and I do coach her weekly. Meganne, she is a at-home internet marketer and 5-figure monthly income earner and a stay-at-home mom. And what's awesome is she is traveling the country in an RV. So I believe right now she is in Utah, and she has been I've coached her in multiple places around the United States since last year. And I've been her coach for a couple years now. So Meganne, follow her. Cora, definitely follow her. She's your type of woman. Same with you, Patty. She has the edge that you're looking for. She has that grind like me. I'm going to cover today's content, and a deep honor to be here with you today. And if you have been my former client before, I'll make an offer for you at the end of the Facebook Live. And I want to tell you, in the land of shadow banning, it's like so few people show up. I'm just deeply grateful for those of you who do show up. Sarah, Patty, thank you for all the endorsements you've given me. And we go way back, Patty, almost over 20 years. And so I still coach a few people from that culture back in the day. And Cora, deeply honored to be here with you. 38 years of sobriety and counting, and that includes drugs, alcohol, and codependent recovery. Good afternoon, Melena. I will call you right after today's Facebook Live. So this right here is a piece of gold, and this is a 1 ounce piece of gold. This is a circulated piece of gold, and I looked it up today. It's worth $4,600. Circulated means it is not a scarce coin. It's a common coin. It has been in the hands of many, many people, and what the value is the weight of gold. So that's what you want to understand is what's your value today. Now, if you hit a series of rock bottoms like me, you're a black sheep and you don't really fit in anywhere. However, you can fit in everywhere, and you've never really found that niche yet, and you are still searching and you're looking behind the veil. And then you were blessed and born with the gift of knowing what goes on behind that veil. And so today, when you see what is going on with the petrodollar, and you see the mainstream media and Fox News, and you see all the posturing that's going on, and the boots on the ground, and this and that, and then you see the whole no king situation going on. I mean, you're watching a world divided. And so in a divided world, as a business owner, it's your responsibility to find out what's your opportunity, what is your niche. And so if a lockdown happens, which it appears to be very evident, and I've been taking a lot of deep breaths for the last 30 days, and I've watched some of the top tier patriot truthers who are speculating on what, when, and how it's going to happen. And so I do my best not to stay in the overwhelmed anxiety of the future that hasn't happened, and don't regret the past in the back, and just stay in the middle of it all and look for that opportunity. Carpe diem, seize the moment. And so the process of change, now for me, I know that it's gonna put me in a position that I'll be forced to adapt, and I'll accept that adaptive change, because our world is about to change. I mean, I believe our world could never return to what it once was, and it's going to put us in a position to really adapt. And if you're a closer, you're a professional, you're an entrepreneur, you're a patriot, you're a black sheep, you'll figure it out, because you have to. And I believe you're going to see people who really, the term lose it, they're going to lose it. You're going to see people who will absolutely melt down. They're going to have challenges with the truth. And then there will be us and those of us who will adapt and adjust to it. And there are going to be businesses that will be, opportunities will be created, and the opportunists will rise to the top of the occasion. If that is you, I commend you for having that spirit and for having that energy to be your best self in spite and despite these circumstances. So do your best to be your best, breathe, release, and let go in a relaxed body. So I mean, the tyranny that I'm witnessing, the tyranny I'm feeling, the all closing in, I'm doing my best to widen that, because I don't want to be caught in that energy, that anxiety, fear, and doubt of, I don't want to feel like someone's pretty little pet, and I'm not controllable. So as I will too, Patty, I will adapt and overcome as always. And the term, the strong survive, well, there's more to that, is the higher the consciousness, the higher the probability that you will navigate the situation. The better your resolve, the more committed you are to adapting and adjusting to the circumstances without giving in your integrity. The term "don't tread on me," I mean, it will be applicable, and you'll also understand what you're made of. Now, the term "made it through COVID," well, made it through, that's not really what we're looking for. You want to be able to be an opportunist. You want to be prosperous. You want to be able to navigate and live the best life you possibly can. I mean, there's predictions of gas shortages, food shortages, and all the other shortages that are going to be short. And so with that in mind, you're going to do your best to be your best and navigate the situation, because in life, the show must go on. And there's no accident that I wrote this out over a month ago, the process of change. So I feel it, I know it. I started experiencing it in 1997. I saw the great David Icke speak in Jamaica, and I never even heard of him until that day. I was with 6,000 people at an event as the number one income runner at a business event in Jamaica. It was a 4-day event. There were 6,000 people there, and David Icke was the keynote speaker. If you don't know David Icke, look him up on Instagram. It's DavidIcke, and he has another channel called Iconic with his son Gareth. And the content that he presented in 1997, mind-blowing would be an understatement. I mean, he was covering content in 1997, exactly what is happening today. And he is still out there doing what he does. In that same event, I met G. Edward Griffin. He wrote the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island, which is the history of the Federal Reserve, written like a fiction book, but real. And so if you understand who the banking cabal is, that's what that book was about. And the Federal Reserve Bank Act went into 1913. The Internal Revenue Service Act went into existence 1913, both signed by Woodrow Wilson. And Wilson also signed Wilson promised not to get America into World War I. Well, that happened in 1917. And if I've now questioned the whole assassination of Francis Ferdinand, the Duke of Prussia, I don't even believe that's just another fake death club psyop created by the you-know-what banking cabal in Germany. And you know what country rules the world. So the more you understand that, the more that you will navigate this world as it is, so you can thrive in it, so you can breathe, release, and let go in a relaxed body. And then the pandemic, the 1919 Spanish flu happened, which was also an early test. And then the Rockefeller Foundation begins doing away with holistic naturopathic medicine. Breakfast is invented in the 20s. Orange juice is invented in the 20s. I mean, Big Pharma, Big Med comes out of the 40s, 50s, 60s. Pornography is launched to the next level with Hugh Hefner and Marilyn Monroe in 1953. And if you know anything about a program called Ultra MK42, then you are in the know. And if you know any of the content about that, then you understand what PSYOP means and what trauma-based mind control, and you have a better understanding about what is going on in the world. And so we were not designed to eat 3 square meals a day. That is another lie that has been handed to us. And it is our responsibility to detox, cleanse. And if you see there's a major push to detox parasites. And as you'll see, there's an oil of oregano brand that I see it 100 times a day on Instagram and other products, and it has merit to it. I started parasite cleansing back in the early 90s, and it's a whole unique cleanse. You have to prepare yourself. Black walnut, wormwood, and it's about a 14-day vigil. And if you do it, you'll be doing it the rest of your life, because it'll assist you with brain fog and to release it. And in this next month, April, I believe we're going to be tested. April, May, and June, which will take us to July. By July, we'll know where we are. We'll really know what we're going to be up against. But in that time frame, you want to do your best not to let your mind race and mind linger about worst case scenario, what's going to happen. You want to be able to be and stay in a relaxed body, continue to create on command, and be able to let go of any anxiety, fear, and doubt that your body is holding on to. And so if you own a business right now, you can't worry about what's going to happen next week, next month. You have to be able to produce results today. And today is March 31st. So for those of you who are in a network marketing business or other business that is time sensitive to a pay plan, a compensation plan, rank advancement, and other situations like that, today's a produce day. Today is every day is a produce day, but depending on whatever business model you're in, there's certain time frames that there's a sense of urgency that you capitalize on. Either you capitalize on it or it just passes you by. And I know many of my clients are busy or productive today, bringing that to fruition the end of the month. And so real estate, network marketing, direct sales, insurance, coaching, influencer, affluencer, brander, whatever the situation is, if you're a business owner from the comfort of your home, part or full-time, it's your responsibility, your ability to respond, adapt and adjust to the situation, and create the outcome and income that will allow you to live a good life. And how many of you have noticed that there was this was bizarre. There was some update in the iPhone yesterday. My assistant took my phone to the store for the second time in 2 weeks. And this, as a business owner, this is soul-sucking. When you have to deal with the minutia of AT&T, Verizon, I can rant on this, Verizon, and these other technocratic companies who are run by billionaires, and us little people have to deal with our cell phones in this FUBAR situation. I mean, the whole video situation, I've been sending videos for years. I mean, my whole video delivery system just crashed yesterday and I have the new iPhone, and I mean, it might as well be the old iPhone, because it is, like I said, it's been a soul-sucking experience, and I feel fortunate. I have an assistant who I can leverage to address some of it, who is an absolute rock star at understanding it. And one of the biggest time wasters that we encounter is the soul-sucking customer service that isn't our fault, but our responsibility to get our, now I'm ranting, to get our tools back in place so we can create our income. And when you have your internet, your phone, and I also had a hacker this morning on a fake message from Facebook, and I'm sure some of you had this happen. My account locked down. You've been locked out of Facebook. So I went into a hard meltdown for a few seconds, and thank God I have an assistant who can remedy the situation, and I can multitask that off to her. And she had it like this, and she had our malware on it like this. But it's freaky to get your account locked down. I mean, it is, because look how dependent we are on these devices. I mean, this device rules our life. It makes you want to just go out and in fucking nature and just take your shoes off and go, my God, dude, this is, I mean, remember back when you had the little flip phone, that tiny little phone, and you took a picture and the picture was about that big? I mean, you never scroll because there's nothing to scroll back in 2010, 11, and 12. And then we just look how dependent we have become on these devices, and there's just so much sick. And right there, it just about got bumped off. It said, due to poor connection, that's AT&T. Due to poor connection, your service has been interrupted. I mean, WTF? What does that even mean? Due to poor service, your service has been disrupted. I mean, this is where we live. Have you ever seen the movie Network, where Albert Finney just loses it? I mean, go back and watch it, 1976. He's going to get fired from the network, and William Holden and Faye Dunaway are his handlers back in the day, and Albert Finney is who I can't remember the actor, but he was cracking up at the end of his career, and he raises a window or he goes, go out, raise the window, and stick your head out and shout, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I mean, that's what about 10 million of us should do on a given day. I mean, we should do that. We should form you know what we should form and do that. I'm mad as hell. I'm not going to take it anymore. I mean, that's what that sometimes you have to take that edge and that energy and do something with it by breathing, releasing, and letting go in a relaxed body. So the process of change, change is inevitable right now. We're going to go through the most drastic change. For those of you like me that are 70 years old and below, so if you're 40, 50, 60, 70, you've absolutely lived that time frame, that good life of the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010. I believe that was the age of innocence. And then, now I grew up in the Vietnam War, so I saw all of that too. But in the 70s, it seemed like whatever happened to them. I mean, you ever see people on the beach in pictures in the 70s versus people on the beach today? I mean, and the food that was consumed in the 70s versus the food that is consumed today. I mean, it's amazing. So your ability to adapt and to change will be really, really tested in this next month. In this next month, you'll find out what you're made of, and you'll find out how you're going to adapt and adjust in a relaxed body. So breathe, release, and let go. This is Jeffery Combs, Facebook Live. If you're a former client and you would like to speak to me about my one-on-one coaching, I have a unique offer for a former client. So reach out to me. If you're an existing client, I have a unique offer for you as well. And you can Facebook message me or contact me at 209-649-1562. Kira Fairchill, world-renowned artist. And I'm going to show you one of Kira's artwork. So Kira Fairchill just came on Facebook Live today. So right there. Now that shows you how big that is. This is in my office at my that's like about 4 feet to my left. And Kira is an amazing woman. I highly endorse her. Kira just came on today's Facebook Live. You never know who shows up on one of Jeffery Combs' Facebook Live. So Kira, go ahead and post your website. And Cora, you would love Kira's content. Kira is a Montana artist. I've been Kira's coach for 7 years now, and I own one of her pieces of art right over there. Giant piece of art. I mean, it graces my office. Beautiful piece of art. Go to her website. It's breathtaking in her content. Kira, good to see you. Post your website so people can find you. World-renowned artist from Billings, Montana. And also a a serial entrepreneur, landowner, real estate investor, mom, and just an exceptional human being. Good to be here with every one of you here this afternoon. Breathe, release, and let go in a relaxed body.